Hi, Guido Fox here. Welkom bij een nieuw book report, spiritual book report. And today I want to talk about this book from Osho, The Last in the Evening, 365 Relaxing Moments to Enter the Night Consciously. I'm not going to discuss all those kind of verses why you're able to have a wonderful and peaceful and restful sleep. I want to talk with you about some deeper layers in this book about spiritual growth and how you can raise up your consciousness. I think also this book is more commercial driven with this relaxing moments to enter the night. But I will tell you the most core, essential things I discovered in this book to be aware of. That starts already on page 1. Page 1 is very interesting, and I will read it to you because I think Osho were able to mention the problematic issues here much better than I do in my words. And the older they grow, the more frustrated they become, naturally, because all their hopes are being shattered, all their desires are bringing nothing but tears, agony, and anguish. I hope you listen careful to the words of Osho, but what he was saying here, and that is what I see also in society, and that is also where when I observing people and scanning people's behavior, and I see how older people become, how less life force there is inside, and people are more complaining about the society, what is going wrong here. So older people become more they are complaining and are not happy with life. You know, if you see young children, 12, 13, 14, they're full active, they're going to sports, they're going to gym, to the hockey, and they're very curious about life. So you see, when people become older, they become maybe some wiser, some life wisdom they have experience, but that don't say that they are very happy because the life force is dragging out and people are staying in their rational mind and they complaining about everything what happens. I have an example about some old lady when I walk into Amsterdam city center and I see her always complaining about the garden, what is wrong there and it has to be better, and the people are throwing afval, disgusting stuff onto the streets. So she's every day I see that she's complaining about about that issue. Of course, it's horrible if people are throwing shit in your garden. But you can also stop with complaining about that, because otherwise the coming 20, 30 years you will complaining about that. So every time I see her, she's complaining about an outside issue. And that's also with a lot of people, they complaining or reacting about what the news is sending to them. So you see news items or the newspapers, and then you complain about the news, and then you stay in a complaining attitude. So the basic information I want to give is that young children are even more happy. They're curious about life. They want to discover all those things, and it would be wonderful if you bring that kind of child in you also when you become older. And what the deeper issue here is that older people are missing out chakra ecstaticness. It's a very short line, very direct line to the point. But if you're not stepping into meditation, your life will stay horrible. You don't grow spiritual wise, so you don't feel your ecstaticness in your being, and you cannot enjoy the moment in the now. You cannot enjoy it fully, the fully most livable, dangerous, creative, innovative life, what you want to have, your intense, joyful life. So older people are missing out meditation, and therefore they become frustrated because they have to react to the outside world events. So that's how the mechanism works. They feel empty inward, and then you are complaining externally. So that's what happening with older people. If you grow older or older, and I don't know what's the average age of people who are watching my videos, but that's what you have to be aware from. If you're not going into 1 or 2 hours meditation per day, you will be fucked up. Excuse for my word, but that's what it is. My observation is that people go to temples and synagogues and churches only out of fear, not out of love. And older people go more often because they have become more afraid of death. So that's very funny, right? So if you become older, and therefore all the churches, synagogues, temples are full of older people, the very difficulty is to attract younger people because they're alive, they're enjoying the life. Why they should go to church, right? Full with old people who are complaining. Uh, in an old dynamic. So what you see in churches is very old people, and how more close to that, how more you going to search for life wisdoms, life questions, and then you hoping that it's gonna be in your church, right? So you go to religious temples and going there, but you're not able to find because people are not teaching about chakra ecstaticness, so you don't find real religiousness there. And they staying, complaining, worrying, staying in the rational mind. And the only thing what they like about churches or temples is the social thing. So that they drink tea together afterwards. That's what I see in church or synagogue or whatever, what kind of religious temples. They're going there because of the social aspects. And of course, that's nice to have as a bonus, I think, but it is about meditation, about prayer, and that's the core essence about religious, and that will be forgotten a lot of times. Also, I see when I go to meditation centers, I looked around there a lot of times, but people are coming meditation 10 minutes and then they drinking tea, coffee 1.5 hour. Yeah, that's not the right balance, right? To put your energy inwards and grow spiritual, religious wise. So people are becoming more for that kind of things because out of fear of being alone, fear of death, so searching for life questions over there. And what Osho was saying, that they're not coming out of love. So you have to come out of compassion, and that's what you can discover with meditation, inward compassion, and then you go to different centers because it's bonus. It's not a need to go somewhere for your social folks. Then it will be from giving, then it will be from compassion that you come somewhere, and not because of the need, because I'm afraid for the dead. I'm afraid to be alone. I'm afraid to not have people around me. So that's a deeper issue, I think, you have to think about if you're growing older. Are you becoming more unhappy or you become more happy? What can I do about it? And why I go to that kind of religious institutions? Is it because out of fear? Or is it from love? Or is it a bonus? So think about yourself, why you going to kind of social circles and that kind of things, because the most people are go out of frustration and fear of death, and not from real compassion and love. They're going to that kind of institutions. how more and more and more you go into meditation, how more contemplation. So with every activity, what you're doing, you're centered. You are centered by your 7 chakras. You are centered by your line. You are centered by your Amrita Nadi line. How more and more quiet you become. You have less to say. Why I should say bullshit? You only say the relevant things in life, only what is necessary. I talked with you about that in the previous video, right? About Buddha. Buddha was saying talk only what is relevant in your life, not talking all those irrelevant things to express your over energy. So that's what the most people are doing. They are talking because they have too much energy. So they put not their energy in the work, or they don't put their energy in the sport, or whatever. They put their energy in talking, and talking so much without saying anything and not come to any conclusion. So that's what I see, and that's what also Osho was writing in page 73. You become more silent. You become more silent because you have to be silent, because without silence you cannot come to your inner silence. You're really enjoying your inner silence. You're lurking at a candy. That's what the knack is. That's what Osho's knack is. You're lurking on a candy all day long. You're enjoying the line, you're enjoying the ecstaticness, you're enjoying your chakras. It's your new energy. It's your rebirth. It's a new energy line you discover in your body. And then you become more quiet. Of course, guys, I have to teach now, right? I have to teach, so I have to do my mouth open. But in normal life, I'm more quiet. I'm more silent, I'm more listening, I'm more observing, and I'm more witnessing. Witnessing is contacted with the line, is being centered, and witnessing is one, is oneness, is together. Witnessing is lurking on your candy, is lurking on your line. That is what witnessing is. Page 90. You have to escape. Escape from society conditionings who disturb your freedom. You're encapsulated. Encapsulated. I find that a really wonderful and beautiful word. Encapsulated. You're encapsulated. You're in a mental prison and you don't even know that you are in a prison. You're in a mental slavery prison. The mental slavery prison from society. You're suppressed. You cannot share love with who you want. You're probably in a system. Page 99. You're operating in systems. You're operating in mass organizations. You're influenced by all the colleagues around you, all those small social circles with the same words, with the same attitudes, with the same boring people, with the same attitudes, the same behavioral patterns. You're encapsulated. You're enslaved. And then you're not able to come to the source because the crowd is functioned on a different level than people who are interested in spirituality. Then you go above 200 CL, above 200 consciousness level. What's the average level in society, humanity? And you can raise up, but you have to do it alone. Alone is the path. Alone is the path to heaven. You're not gonna reach it with 10 people around you who drag you down. So say goodbye to people who are not supportive to you, who are toxic to you, who drag you down. Say goodbye, because your soul wants to get higher and higher and higher. Page 1 to 3. Misery spread. That's what a lot of people are doing. They're complaining and complaining. I mentioned this earlier about what is not good in their life, what's not good in society, what is wrong, and they share it. And a normal coach would say, that's good, you have to share your misery. You have to share how sick you are, how injured you are. You have to share it to all the world. To your family, to your friends. You have to share it, because then you are open. Then you're lost your negativity. Then you can heal, then you can recover. But I should say, don't share complaining anymore to others. Don't share your pain anymore. Heal by yourself, meditate by yourself, heal yourself. Don't spread it out all the time, because karma is a bitch. And all those negativity is coming back in a boomerang. Puff, boof. I have so pain everywhere, I have so pain, boof, and you get more pain. Law of Murphy. You get more and more and more pain. So that is how karma works out. You spread negativity and you get negativity back. So hold your problems for yourself. Share it only to a coach, to a life coach, to a doctor or whatever. That's okay. That's a professional person. But for the rest, don't complain. Oh, my train was late today. Oh, my train was late today. You share it to your student friends. Don't do it. Don't complain. That's your task for today, for this week, for this year. To hold it for yourself and to become a little bit more quiet. A little bit more silent. Then you become really further in life. Hold it for yourself, share it with professionals, but not spread it out. Hold your negativity inside and heal it inside. Heal your negativity inside. That's much more better than spread it out, spread it out, spread it out. Positivity. You have to spread out positivity. That's the best. That's the best. And I would like to end with these positive words that you have to spread your positivity. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day, and I see you by the next video. Hi.